I'm going to bring in now our guest on the program. He practices law in Columbia, South Carolina. Criminal defense attorney John Mobley is on the show today. John, always a pleasure to have you. Tell me, we saw a little glimpse of the defense on that cross of that detective who was sorting through all of the cell phone records and trying to figure out how everybody is tied into one another or not. And what did you think about that little bit we showed where he's saying, look, this doesn't explicitly say that Sherra Wright is asking Billy Ray Turner to commit a murder?
I think, you know, he did a good job with what he did. I would have extended it substantially more. I mean, I would have gone through the entire text history and demonstrated that there was no other history of text between, you know, the wife and the defendant, where they're discussing, you know, romantic, you know, affiliations, which such as the prosecution is trying to theorize. There's no discussion about, you know, wanting to harm the victim, no discussion about wanting to get rid of the victim at all, in addition to the specific text that they did find. So I think he did a good job. I would have gone on substantially more. I probably would have spent about 45 minutes on that single issue myself on cross-examination. You know, I do think one thing I'm curious about with the cell phones and the text is that, you know, were they able to go back, or did they try to go back and pull the cell phone towers that of the in possession of the victim and the defendant at the time to see if they could possibly tie them in the same location? I don't know how long cell phones. Yeah, I mean that's something that's frequently done. I would think you know that if they could get those records, but I think if the prosecution could show that the defendant's cell phone and the victim's cell phone were in the same proximities in the same tower at the time of the murder, that'd be very, very, very powerful. So I think a lot can be done with the cell phone and texting evidence. I don't like the jury asking questions about the other text. You know, number one, I mean, the officer or the investigator really was not prepared to go through the information. And it appeared that he was kind of picking and choosing which text he wanted to read to the jury and kind of summarize to the jury. I don't like the way that was portrayed. So that's something I would have objected to if I was defending the case as well.
Well, and I think you hit the nail on the head with what's to come. As Chanley told us, we're going to hear from a cell phone expert. So to your point, proximity is also going to be key. If they can show that these phones were pinging off of the same tower, maybe they were together, it might give us an idea of who really was there, you know.